Daf Kuf Lamed Vav Amud Beis will begin Kuf Lamed Vav Amud Aleph, the last line. Itma meis b'seich shloishim va'omda v'niskach. If a woman gave birth to a child, it was her only child, the child died within 30 days. Now her husband died. If we consider the child to be a viable child, a bar kayama, then she would not fall to Yibum, and she would not need a chalitza. If we paskin like Rav Shimon Gamliel, like we said, we do paskin like Rav Shimon Gamliel, then we don't consider this to be a viable child. She falls to Yibum, she would need chalitza. So her husband died, and the child, she had a child that was born, and then he died within 30 days. So Ravina said in the name of Rava that Im Eishes Yisrael if the man that was Makadisher was a Yisrael, not a Kohen. So a Chalutza doesn't change the status. So therefore we say Chayletzes. We say we're Machber like Rav Shimon Gamliel, and we say that it's not considered to be a Vlad, a Bar Kayama. It's not a viable child, which means that she fell to Yibum. So we're machmer and say that chalitza is required. And then she can marry this man. But if she's an Eishes Kayin, then we don't require the chalitza, because if we require the chalitza, she'll be also to marry this man. The Kayin is also with the Grusha. The Rabbanan, they answered a chalutza, and Isha that had a chalitza, mid Rabbanan is also because it's similar to Gerushin. It has the appearances of a Gerushin. It severs the bond between her and the Yavam in a similar way to what a get severs between a husband and wife. So if we would require a chalitza in this case, it would be machmer, like if Shimon Gamliel require a chalitza, she would be also the kind, so we don't require a chalitza. That was his version of Rava's Psak. But the Rav Shravya Mishmei the Rav Amar, he said in the name of Rava, he had a different version. He said, Achazu chalitzas. No, we require chalitza, even if it's an Eishes Kayin, we also require chalitza. Amalei Ravina Rav Shravya, but what Amar Hachi? He says, yes, you're right, but that's what Rava said, but that's what he said at nighttime. But let's offer a harder. But the next morning he was chayzer. And therefore he said that a Kayin, if it's an Eishes Kayin, chalitza is not required. Amrulay, Rav Shravya did not accept it. He said, Sherusa, you in the matter, you're makel, you're matter, you didn't follow, you're not following the psak of Shimon Gamliel. Yeah, Rav, the Dirshu but you're makel on things. You should be makel and matter also chelev. Meaning it's such a clear-cut thing that over here, the part of the basis is that if we say we paskin like Shimon Gamliel, if we paskin like Shimon Gamliel, you can't be mekel just because of Eishes Kayin. But the other view is, the Ravina's view is that we're machmer like Shimon Gamliel. If the chachamim are the right, we're machmer. But in such a case where it's involves, it will be she will answer to her husband. He held we're not machmer in this case. Rav Yehuda says that for an androgynous, you do mal him on Shabbos. His milah is dayach Shabbos. Amar Shizvi, Amar of Chizda, loy lakol Amar Rav Yehuda androgynous zachar. Rav Yehuda did not say that in all respects an androgynous is considered to be a zachar. We don't consider him to be a zachar for all halachas. In this case, by the milah, we consider him to be a zachar, and the milah is dayach Shabbos, but not for other things. Shema Ta'imah Kain, because if you do say that he's across the board considered to be a Zachar, Shema Ta'imah Kain, Be'erchen Yarech. Then as far as Erchen goes, then he should have the Erchen, he should have the Erchen of a Zachar. The Torah says if a person makes Erech, and he makes a vow that he's going to give the value of his Erech, somebody else's Erech, the Torah sets out the different, the money that's involved, the different obligations for a Zohar and an Akeva at the different age groups, what he's obligated to bring. Now, if you say that Rabbi Yehuda says that androgynous is considered a Zohar, then he should, by Erchin, should be obligated to give the donation the amount of money that's prescribed for a zohar for that age group. And it's not the case. So therefore you see that he is not considered to be a zohar across the board. Uminol and Deloy Merach, and how do we know that that's so? That he does not have the erech in the Sanya. We learn the Bryce Haz Zohar V'lay Tumtum V'adreginus. The pasuk says, "V'haya erech hazohar." It says, "V'haya erech hazohar mi ben esem shana v'ben shishim shana," and so it says the hazohar, which we darshan to say that the hay, that we say that it's davke a zohar and not a tumtum, not a tumtum, and not an androgynous tumtum, that the aver is covered by a membrane, or an androgynous which has both simonim. So you see that he's not considered a zohar. You might think that he's not included in the erech of a zohar, of a male, but he is for an isha, for a nekeva, though we say no. It says, Talmud Loimer HaZohar, V'im Nekeva. So we darshan the extra, V'im Nekeva, to teach me that Zohar Vada, Nekeva Vadois, Haloi Tumtum, Vandroginus. They're not in the erechin of an androgynous, is not in the erech of not of a Zohar, not a Nekeva. So you see that Rabbi Yehuda is not lakol, it's not across the board that he treats him as a Zohar. Ustam Sifra, Rabbi Yehuda, and this is a Stam Sifra, and so the Tana is Rabbi Yehuda. So you see that Rabbi Yehuda, the Gabi Mila, he considers him to be a Zohar, but not Loy Lakol, not the Gabi Erech. Amar Rav Nachman bar Yizlach af Namitanina, we also learned in the Mishnah, Kol Ksherim Lakadosh, that all are kosher to be mekadesh the waters with the ashes of the paradum, of the mechatas. Hakol ksherim lekadesh. They're all kosher to mix the ashes with the water from the mayim chaim. Chutz mecher shoyde v'kotan. Mecher shoyde v'kotan are not qualified. Rabbi Yehuda machshe v'kotan. Rabbi Yehuda says a cotton is kosher, but a poisel b'isham androgynous. But he says that it's possible by a possible by isham androgynous. The Torah says v'lokhu l'tamei me'afes reifas achatas v'nasan alav ma'im chaim el keli. So it says over here, it says v'lokhu l'tamei me'afes reifas achatas v'nasan, and then it changes and it says v'nasan. So the dafke lashon of zohar, that he should mix it in nasa. It should be a zohar, and therefore it's possible ben isha by an androgynous, which is not considered a complete zohar. Shemamina, that we don't, even Rabbi Yehuda does not say that an androgynous is completed a complete zohar. So Gabi Mila, that he treats him like a zohar, and the Mila is the Shabbos, but not for these other halachas. So Maishna Mila, so why Davka by Mila? Why by Mila do we say that's the case? Mishum Dechsiv, Himo Lachem, Kol Zachar. We have a rebo over here that says Kol Zachar, that even an androgynous is not a full-fledged Zachar, but from the real Kol Zachar, he has some similarity to a Zachar. He has simonim of a Zachar, and here Gabi Mila, Rabbi Yehuda darshans that Kol Zachar to be marba on androgynous, that the Mila on the 8th day is Deicha Shabbos.